Hey guys, what's up? It's Darkmech here and welcome back to another 2-minute tank guide for LFR, Normal and Heroic. We are in the Crucible of Storms. We're on the last boss, Unat the Harbinger of the Void Crucible, and you're not getting this done in 2 minutes, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so this is the second boss in the Crucible of Storms, and again, this isn't a really complex tank fight. The biggest thing to get your head around in this fight as the tank is Touch of the End. It's a frontal cone ability, so there's their first hint, keep the boss facing away from everybody. That will put a debuff on the current tank that it hits, and it will cause the Guardian adds that will spawn to fixate on that tank with the debuff. So when you get the debuff, you'll go running for the Guardian adds, the other tank will go running to the boss, and you will taunt swap in this fashion throughout the entirety of this fight. Now the boss and the Guardians, they need to be kept at least 15 yards apart. If the adds are ever near Unat, he will take 99% less damage, which is far from optimal. So always keep them separated. The other adds that will spawn, the Primordial Mindbenders, you can put the boss on top of them to cleave them down and help to interrupt. They're not an issue. That's pretty much your job for the entirety of this fight. Now the other things you need to be aware of, it's a 3-phase fight. So from 100 to 70%, when Old Mate reaches 100 energy, he'll run out, he'll shrink the encounter area by surrounding it with bad stuff that you don't want to run into. Phase 2 is from 70% to 45% at 100 energy, he'll heal the adds. This obviously has some effect in when you're pushing the adds down and clearing with the crown, but you're a tank and that's not your problem. Phase 3 is from 45% to 0. At 100 energy, he turns everybody hostile for 4 seconds. You are still in control of your character, so you don't want to be AoEing everyone down. My advice, however, is to save Avatar for this very moment and go absolutely ham. Void crashes outside of the phases. So there's Void crashes. They're identical to the Restless Cabal that we saw. Let them bounce twice and then absorb them. Unat will also spawn these things called Oblivion Tears. They're shadow circles. If you stand in them, they heal the boss. So don't run or stand in these, and try and keep Unat near the edge of the encounter space so you have room for your raid in regards to building up of puddles. Lastly, there's going to be these death beams. They're 2 beams that cross the encounter space and they put a debuff on you when you get hit by them. What you want to do is cross one beam, get a debuff, let that debuff drop, then cross the next incoming beam so you never have 2 stacks of the debuff. Or you could be a DK and just AMS it. That is pretty much it, guys. There are 3 relics present at the start of the fight, and I'll just touch on these quickly. As the tank, you can only pick up the Trident. The Trident has pros and cons to it, obviously. The Trident is really dangerous if it's not used correctly, and it can actually wipe your raid. The Trident puts a really large absorption bubble up, which you can all stand in. At the end of its duration, it will explode for whatever is remaining on that absorption. So if you have a really large incoming damage position coming up, maybe in phase 3, you could get value out of the Trident. However, if you don't, you're putting your raid in jeopardy in regards to whatever's going to explode on them for damage. In normal, it is 100% not required. In heroic, you can make the choice to see if it fits with what's going on in your raid. That's pretty much it, guys. You got any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe. Come find me on Twitch. And thanks very much for hanging out. See you, fam.